Hey, welcome people. It's another new month, it's another new day. As people who deal with agriculture, I told you the other time we should diversify, and today we are going to talk about different crop in this area. So down here in the savannah, there are several crops which can do better, but people are used to maize cultivation or maize planting. Today we are going to talk about this. This is a cassava. Most of you know what a cassava is, and today we are going to talk about cassava cultivation. It's an alternative crop than the usual maize, beans, business most people indulge in, but today we are going to talk about cassava, specifically cassava. What do you know about cassava? So cassava is a root tuber. It's a plant that most important part of it is the root, but simply cassava can be used with the cassava plant or the crop of cassava. You can use almost the entire part of the plant. The leaves can be used as veggies. The stems are the seeds, and how can you plant this cassava? So cassava has many advantages over other crops. One of it is the seeds. The seeds are simply easier to get them. You don't have to go to a shop. You just have to get a farmer who has mature cassava plants and you get your seeds. So there are very many varieties of this crop. We'll talk about that in our next episode. So there are simply varieties which you can use for flour, and there are varieties which are used for, or you can eat them raw or boil them. So there are different varieties or purposes for planting the cassava. Cassava, you just create a ridge or somewhere where you have your soil piled up, and then simply what you need to do is to insert them simply like that. So as you can see, it's not a hard task to do this. Just simply plant your cassava. Look at this. This part is where it goes down. Make sure it is diagonally sliced. You cannot cut cassava plant straight like this. So you have to cut it diagonally, and you just insert it down the ground a few centimeters inside the ground. So what about spacing? Cassava needs 1 meter by 1 meter square. That is the spacing of cassava. But spacing depends on what purposes are you planting the cassava for. So for propagation, or for let me say entrepreneurs who are doing it for seeds, or you are developing your cassava for seeds, it's advisable you place your cassava 1 meter, that is the width, and 0.5 meters or a half meter between plants. That is for simply getting your stems to be many. But if you want to grow it for tubers, you simply place it 1 meter by 1 meter. Like this one of mine, you can see, first I was growing it, I wanted to get seeds, so I placed it 1 meter apart. That is the width from this plant to this. But from one plant to another, I simply maintain almost a half a meter, as you can see, so that I get enough seeds to propagate them. Or I didn't have enough seeds, so I had to place them close so that they produce a lot of stems like this, and then I get seeds to use it to grow a larger field. So simply, that is how to grow a cassava. Cassava takes about 1 year, 12 months, you can see maturity. Using the leaves will start yellowing and they'll produce seeds which are not viable, they are not edible. That's the only part of the plant that is not utilized. So if you see some seeds or the yellowing of your cassava leaves, know that your cassava are almost maturing. So simply you can check or you can browse inside the ground to see the sizes of your tubers. So I can simply advise agropreneurs or those people who want to engage in different crops to try this cassava. They have less post-harvest losses, since you can harvest your cassava and you can leave the other one on the ground, or you harvest enough that you can take it to a market and minimize storage and post-harvest losses compared to maize and other crops. Simply, another advantage of cassava is you can grow it in almost any soil. Most important part is that cassava are drought resistant and it simply withstands any weather condition. So you don't have to irrigate it or have a lot of water to grow this cassava. They don't require chemical fertilizer, so you don't need any fertilizer to grow this or any commercial fertilizer to grow this. Maybe you can use organic fertilizer like cow dung, goats droppings, and basically organic fertilizer. Another advantage of cassava is you can intercrop it with different plants. You can intercrop it with sweet potatoes, you can intercrop it with groundnuts, among other crops. So cassava is simply another crop that you should think of next time you are going to venture in this agribusiness business. So today we're going to end it there. If you really enjoyed the video, or if you have any comments, you can simply subscribe down there, hit the subscription button. See you next time.